Hi everybody, Jay here from JSplainsFood.com with Air Fryer Maple Candied Nuts. No, I'm not nuts. These maple candy nuts are nuts. This recipe for maple candy nuts is a quick and delicious snack where you can chop them up and use them as a topping for all kinds of dishes. First thing you need are the nuts, and any nuts will do, but as you can see here, I'm using almonds, and these particular almonds are already roasted and lightly salted. Why make candied nuts with nuts that are already roasted? Let me explain. If we were to use raw nuts, they would still be mushy by the time we were done candying them, and no one likes mushy nuts, right? So anyway, we're going to weigh out 8 ounces of nuts. Why weigh the nuts, you ask? Well, let me explain. See, nuts come in all different sizes and shapes, so if we used a measurement like 1 cup, that would mean different amounts of the different kinds of nuts. If I said 2 handfuls of nuts, that wouldn't work because some hands are smaller than others and some nuts are bigger than others. And, we want to be precise, so we're going to use 8 ounces. So now that we've weighed out our nuts, we're going to take our maple syrup. We're going to pour that in the bowl, and we're going to mix those very thoroughly so that they're all coated and nice and shiny. And then we're going to pour the nuts into the tray of your air fryer, preferably in a single layer. Then we're going to sprinkle on some kosher salt. Why kosher salt, you ask? Let me explain. Kosher salt has larger crystals that stick better than finer table salt, and kosher salt for this dish will give you more texture when you're eating the finished product. Another note on kosher salt, when you're sprinkling it on your food, what you want to do is you want to keep your hand about maybe 10 to 12 inches above the food that you're seasoning, and wiggle your fingers around a little bit until the salt starts laying out on the food, and move your hand around evenly. Why keep your hand so far away, you ask? Let me explain. If you don't follow this method, you'll wind up with some nuts that are too salty and some nuts that aren't salty enough. And everyone likes perfectly salted nuts. So at this point, you're going to set your air fryer to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and for 7 minutes time. Everybody's machine is going to be a little bit different, so you might have to play with that a little bit, but that's how mine works. 7 minutes later. When time is up, you take the nuts out of the air fryer and spread them onto a sheet tray in a single layer to cool. Now this is important. Do not use your fingers to handle the nuts when they come out of the air fryer. Why not, you ask? Let me explain. These nuts are like hot lava. The molten sugar will stick to you and it will burn your fingers. No fun. So use a spatula or a spoon to handle them until they've completely cooled. Now all that's left to do is to get snacking or get storing, and I like to store them in this pretty little mason jar like this, but any airtight container will do. I hope you give these nuts a try. They are a crunchy, salty, sweet snack or topping and make a wonderful textural addition to many a dish. Head on over to JSplainsFood.com for the full recipe and ingredient amounts. Come back next week and I'll explain another one to you.